All right, Jen.
Right, Case.
Oh, we've lost some support in the couch.
Let's go.
So today, we are talking about cheap cars that make you look rich.
I can hardly wait.
Look, the average new price of a car in the US is nearly $50,000.
Which is insane. I have no good gauge on how expensive cars are.
So we wanted to see if we could find 5 cars each for less than half of that.
Yeah.
That make you look like a baller.
Oh yeah, big baller.
Like I see if somebody owns a car, I'm like, well done. You have some money in the bank. You have a car. I'm essentially the regular person litmus test.
And I'll take the position of the addict, because all I do is shop for cheap cars that used to be expensive.
Jen, for my 5 cars, I went on to the holy grail of used car sales, Facebook Marketplace.
Ooh, that's the best.
These are 5 cars you can genuinely buy right now. We set a limit.
About 15,000.
I blew past it a little bit on some of these. But my number 5 choice,
Mercedes S-Class.
S-Class. I almost chose one of these. These do make you look like a baller for not a lot of money.
What you can't see from this picture is the unbelievable size of this car.
So this one is a 2010 Mercedes S550.
It's big.
That changes things a little.
V8, 5.5 liter. Do you like the way these cars look?
I think they kept up to today's standards. They kind of kept their status.
Someone's rolling up in a huge limousine of a Mercedes sedan. What do you think?
As long as the person judging your car never sees your screen,
Oh no.
They're probably pretty well off. Frequent Trader Joe's.
they are gonna think you are a multi-thousandaire.
They go to Lifetime Fitness,
Yeah, for
not
sure.
24 hour
No, for
fitness.
sure.
You've got like the LEDs in the headlights.
Very fancy. Projectors,
Yeah.
LEDs.
They probably have like embroidered towels.
They have a sauna in their house.
Got LED taillights.
In-ground pool, not above ground.
Kind of a swoopy design. Pretty big wheels still. This one I found on Facebook.
What do you think a car like this costs?
77,000 miles, asking $14,999.
Wow.
$13,000.
The secret is you will need $14,000 every month to keep it on the road.
10 to 15, varying condition. I'm with you.
I might be better at guessing than I thought.
Is that gonna make you look rich for a little money?
It might make you seem like you've got tons of hundreds of dollars. My number 5
Oh no.
Oh,
is
okay.
a beautiful E39 M5.
It's an old 5 Series, I think.
This is also a 6-speed manual.
Slightly dumpy headlights.
This may not seem like this is, just a regular old car.
Slightly dumpy, everything.
As soon as you see that M badge, something else is going on.
It's screaming maintenance to me.
Yeah, it's screaming my uncle had an old car and he was trying to pawn it off.
This still is sleek. It looks gorgeous. These lines are understated.
What gym does this person go to?
This guy, he just has a pull-up bar in his rooms. That's his gym membership.
Interesting. So you think he's sporty?
No. People who have pull-up bars in their rooms very rarely use it.
There's just something about it, especially when you see that M badge. Case is going to see this. He's going to understand how great these cars are.
I think he's a patient guy with a lot of spare time for maintenance.
Does he have money?
If the car runs, he's got money.
Or she?
As a car enthusiast, we know that this makes you look rich. As a standard person, it's a little understated.
Price-wise, what are you expecting?
I'm going $2,000.
But I think it's still gorgeous.
So I'm gonna guess on the low end, 5 to like 10. Not for like an M model or anything, just a standard BMW.
This one cost $15.9, but you can still get these for around $15,000 and have so much fun in them.
Let's see what they have next.
My number 4, this is the best work I've ever done.
Oh,
A Jag.
This is a Jaguar XJR. This is proper super villain car.
This car screams like low budget villain.
Just looks very ominous.
like
I'm
a
not
B-movie villain?
This is what James Bond's Russian billionaire enemy would drive.
I'm thinking like a Megamind villain. They never actually succeed in carrying out their evil plans.
Right.
Right.
It has the mesh grille, and more importantly, it has a 4-liter supercharged V8 with 370 horsepower.
If Will Ferrell played a villain in a movie, he'd probably be driving this Jaguar.
Not like an iconic villain, not
kind of a
one that you
derpy-
remember.
a derpy villain.
Price-wise.
This particular one is being offered for sale
6.
at $18,500.
I would guess 6 to 10 range. These are inexpensive cars to buy, but they're not inexpensive cars if you want to actually drive them.
That's a lot of money for this.
I think you're gonna look like a mob boss.
See me in the shop all the time. My number 4, 2003 SL500.
I would also assume that this is a Tommy choice.
Really? I'm thinking Jen for this one.
Still got a V8, 302 horsepower.
See, when I see this, I think hairdresser or nail salon.
You think it's a well put together woman?
Push of a button and the whole top comes down.
This car, to me, doesn't scream like muscles.
These things screamed status.
I think this was a good choice.
I think this is an awesome choice.
This is like something that one of my high school's buddies' moms would have had. It's a nice car.
And the reason I didn't choose this, completely forgot these cars existed. This is an excellent choice.
Thank you.
Maybe a slightly more modern person.
They probably smell really good.
Price-wise, what do you think?
Any guesses to what this one came in at?
I think it looks kind of expensive and sleek.
14.9.
14.4.
9.
I'm gonna guess like 10 to 15 range. 14,599.
I'm a little too optimistic about what affordability means.
Oh,
Very bubbly, Tommy.
So this is a 2007
oh, that's unfortunate.
Lexus SC430.
You know what comes to mind for me? Beluga whale.
288 horsepower, V8 motor.
The bulbous front end.
This is not the prettiest car in the world.
It definitely has like a stubbed toe look to it.
It's got a lot of leather.
Yeah, it's a little swollen.
The Lexus badges on all 4 wheels.
I don't look at this car and think there's a person with a lot of money to spend.
Just don't know if that screams luxury.
Or they did really well 20 years ago
This is understated money.
and haven't done much since.
Oh boy.
You don't think that's going to make you look wealthy?
No.
So this might be the McDonald's coffee shopper.
No, seriously a reliable car.
I don't think it's that bad.
Do you see this whole part of it?
Yeah, like the whole car.
288 horsepower.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Pretty brutal case.
So
How much do you think it is?
price-wise,
I don't know.
I'm guessing
6.
9.
I'm gonna say 7.
14 grand.
Why?
People really want them.
As much as I hate to say it, Toyotas hold value quite a bit.
A lot of them are close to 20 grand.
But it's so ugly though.
Comfy cruisers, man. That's what people want.
My next one.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a thumbs up.
Porsche Cayenne.
That's a pretty sleek looking thing.
Look at how sleek everything looks on this.
This is a successful villain.
That's baller status.
That's a memorable villain.
He probably has like a secret
The
waterbed
shades.
somewhere.
Also definitely spins vinyl. This strikes you as a person of means.
It is a 3.6 V6.
I mean, anything that's like completely black and glossy
Black on black.
and pretty with those headlights on the front.
It still looks powerful. It still looks like it's got status.
I guess I associate sleek with wealth.
Cayennes are very smooth.
You can get this car for under 15,000.
It's elite.
The Cayenne V6 in general, or VR6, maybe I should say.
If you have a slightly older Cayenne like this, you're somebody who holds on to things, takes care of them, and you're willing to pay for the maintenance.
Not sure that screams money.
They are very expensive to maintain.
This car looks more than 10. I'd go like 15.
I would guess around 16.
11.5.
11.5.
11.5.
Well, that's a good choice.
This is class.
Whoa.
Oh,
Maroon fish with a pointy nose.
The early 2000s Ford Thunderbird.
so this is the old Ford Thunderbird, V8 power.
Retro done properly. And that is a wealthy sounding name.
See this and I don't.
This car has a monocle.
There's like a little submarine window.
It's got the cool retro circular window in the back, but like what else does it have?
What kind of person drives this?
An old person.
But why?
Because of the everything about it.
Chrome wheels, chrome the color of silver.
I don't know why all these cars look like villain cars to me. Unsuccessful villain.
Pink. This was the Tiffany of automobiles.
Disagree.
What do you expect for a price?
What do you think this car costs?
I don't know, 4.
13.
7 or 8,000.
17.5. This is a good choice. Let's see your number 2.
Ooh, here we go.
Okay.
Range Rover Sport.
You don't like Range
No,
Rovers?
I do.
We're about to have a real argument.
This has a 5.0 V8 supercharged engine.
This to me speaks,
510 horsepower.
you probably do have some money.
When I look at this,
If I could buy that car for a Jeep, I'd be psyched.
I look for leaks underneath it.
You gotta work hard to play hard.
I think the kind of person that drives this car, they're unique They're adventurous, basically describing myself.
When you own something like this, you may have to work hard in the shop, but still has status.
This is a Whole Food shopper.
It still looks good.
I'd go for 8.
Closing in on 20, though, I think is within the range here.
I think Mary and Case are going to like this because they're wrong.
So not cheap at all.
Cheap compared to what they were new.
The proper choice.
The hell?
Wow.
The C4 Corvette.
Chevy Corvette.
I don't know why I picked the convertible. That was a bad call.
This does have a soft spot for me because this was like the first car I fell in love with, but to look at it now and not in 1995.
So if someone's rolling down the street in that, you're like, that person, they got money.
If I meet someone and they say, oh yeah, I drive a Corvette, I'll be like, oh sick, let's go look at it.
They wanted to be part of the Vet Club. They just didn't have the gum to get there.
I cherished and owned one of these.
Really?
I love it.
There is literally a song written about a little red Corvette.
I think it's kind of ugly.
Was it a little red C4 Corvette?
Yo, C4, where's the door?
I'm so sorry. I'm not dissing you as a person.
Okay.
I think you're a wonderful person.
People look at Corvettes and think that person's got money. Is that something Elvis drove?
This one is ugly. Can I show you a picture of mine?
Manual transmission, 4-speed and a 3-speed.
Okay, yeah, black is much better. That looks way cooler than this.
Turbofan wheels.
Mine was cool. Doesn't look cheap.
How much you buy that one for?
What do you think my C4 costs?
5 or 6?
Mine was 10,
12.
11.
but it did really great burnouts.
So less
But
than
you
what I
think it
thought.
looks like an $11,000 car?
Correct.
An Audi TT.
The TT.
A little turbo.
A fairly new one, too.
This still holds up.
Markedly less interesting than a Corvette.
And if your favorite color is beige, a TT's not a bad option.
This one, newer, so maybe it makes you look like you're off.
I think this shows you got money, and also you're not just buying something practical, you're buying something fun.
I think this one hits the nail on the head in that it looks pretty expensive.
This is the Kroger brand coffee of choices.
It doesn't scream Whole Foods.
I think Mary's gonna see this and she's gonna think this looks fun.
I do think it's screaming, I can pay all my bills.
It's fine, Jen.
There's nothing wrong with it.
What does this cost?
I'm gonna say she's around 6.
Maybe around 15.
13.9. It's a turbo, but it's only got 220 horsepower. It's a little car that scoots. It's got some good lines.
I think they did a pretty good job, all things considered.
Yeah.
Well, folks, let us know what you think. Which of the cars we listed will make you look rich for not a lot of money? And drop us a comment below if you have any that you think we missed. This has been Tommy.
And Jen.
Head over to alltfl.com for more fun studio style videos.